Discipline outweighs motivation because motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes like the wind. You may wake up one morning feeling inspired, full of energy, ready to conquer the world, but on another day you might wake up tired, doubtful, or distracted. If you rely solely on motivation to move forward, your progress will be inconsistent, fragile, and easily derailed. Discipline, on the other hand, is steady. It is the inner commitment to act regardless of your emotional state. It's doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. Motivation is emotional, discipline is foundational. Motivation asks, do I feel like it? Discipline declares, it doesn't matter how I feel. Greatness is not born in the moments of inspiration, it is built in the moments of routine, in the grind, in the repetition of daily tasks that seem small but lead to monumental results over time. Discipline is what gets you out of bed before the sun rises. It's what keeps you focused when distractions are all around. It's what drives you to finish what you started, long after the excitement has worn off. The most successful individuals in history, those who have changed industries, built empires, and left a legacy, were not merely driven by bursts of inspiration. They were led by a structured, self-imposed code of conduct, a discipline that did not bend to the mood of the moment. While others waited to feel ready, they acted. While others paused to find the perfect time, they created their own momentum. You don't need to feel good to do good work. You don't need to feel inspired to take the next step. Discipline teaches you to move without needing permission from your emotions. It teaches you that progress is not about passion. It's about persistence. You can build discipline like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Every time you show up when you don't want to, you reinforce your identity as someone who follows through. Motivation may open the door, but only discipline will walk you through it. Motivation may get you started, but discipline is what keeps you going until the job is done. Action in discomfort builds true strength because real growth never happens inside the walls of comfort. When everything is easy, when the path is smooth, when your surroundings offer no resistance, there is no need to stretch, no reason to fight, no call to reach beyond what you already are. But the moment you step into discomfort, the moment the challenge feels bigger than your current capacity, you begin to transform. That's where the edge is, and strength is only built at the edge. Discomfort exposes your weaknesses, but more importantly, it reveals your potential. It's in the struggle, the uncertainty, the fatigue, and the resistance that your character is shaped and your endurance is tested. Every time you act in the middle of discomfort, when your body says rest, but you push on, when your mind says quit, but you take one more step, you're forging resilience. And resilience is not gifted, it's earned moment by moment through decisive action in times when most people would choose to retreat. The man who seeks only ease will always remain average, but the one who embraces discomfort, who walks directly into difficulty with a focused mind and a determined heart, is the one who outgrows his limits. Pain, uncertainty, and fear are not signs to stop. They are signals that you're moving in the right direction. They are proof that you're entering a zone where change can truly occur. Success is not found in the convenience of comfort. It's buried beneath layers of hard decisions, delayed gratification, and uncomfortable choices. When you act in discomfort, you prove to yourself that your actions are stronger than your feelings. You gain control over your internal world, and in doing so, you gain an edge over the external one. Others wait for the perfect moment, for clarity, for courage. But you move through the fog, trusting that clarity will come through motion, and courage will rise from effort. Each act taken in discomfort adds to your internal power, until discomfort itself becomes your training ground. The more you act under pressure, the more pressure becomes your ally. The more you move through fear, the less fear controls you. In the end, true strength is never found in the easy path. It is carved by action taken when every part of you wants to turn back. Procrastination is the enemy of success because it silently steals your time, your energy, and ultimately your potential. It disguises itself as a harmless delay, a moment of rest, or a decision to wait until the right time. But the truth is, procrastination is a habit of postponing your future. Every minute spent avoiding action is a minute lost to doubt, fear, and indecision. It creates a false sense of comfort while quietly dragging you further away from the results you desire. Success demands urgency. It rewards the man who acts now, not the one who promises to act later. Procrastination trains your mind to hesitate, and hesitation becomes your default response. Opportunities pass, ideas fade, motivation dissolves, and what's left is a trail of regrets, unfinished plans, and wasted potential. The danger of procrastination is not just in what you delay, but in what you slowly begin to believe that you have time. Time is not a promise. It is a privilege. and the man who honors it through immediate action positions himself far ahead of those still waiting for inspiration to strike. Procrastination feeds on emotion. It thrives in the presence of fear, perfectionism, and self-doubt. It tells you that you're not ready, that the task is too big, or that you'll do better tomorrow. But tomorrow is not guaranteed. And more importantly, tomorrow becomes today. And if your habits don't change, neither will your results. Taking action, even imperfectly, is the antidote. It breaks the grip of inertia and builds momentum. One small step taken now is more valuable than 100 perfect steps planned for someday. To beat procrastination, you must create a bias toward movement. Train your mind to act quickly when a decision needs to be made. Condition yourself to start, even when you don't feel prepared. Action creates clarity, and clarity creates confidence. The longer you wait, the heavier the task becomes. But the moment you begin, resistance starts to weaken. Success is not for those who wait to feel ready. It is for those who act while others hesitate. You cannot win a race by standing still. You cannot build anything by staring at the blueprint. What matters is execution, daily, consistent, focused action. Procrastination may whisper that there is still time, but success demands that you act as if there isn't. Willpower must lead, not emotion, because emotion is unstable. It rises and falls with your circumstances. One day you may feel driven, energetic, and clear-minded, ready to take on your goals. The next you might feel tired, overwhelmed, or uncertain. If you let your emotions steer your actions, you'll be inconsistent and unreliable. But willpower, when developed and put in charge, becomes the steady force that keeps you on track regardless of how you feel. Emotion is reactionary. It responds to your environment, your mood, and your mindset in the moment. It can be influenced by something as small as the weather or a passing comment. Willpower, however, is chosen. It is built from conscious decisions to act with purpose and discipline, especially when it's inconvenient or uncomfortable. The man who allows emotion to lead will find himself constantly starting and stopping. But the man who leads with willpower finishes what he begins. True achievement does not come from acting only when you feel inspired. It comes from developing the inner strength to act when there is no inspiration at all. Willpower allows you to rise above emotional resistance. It gives you the ability to say, "I will do this anyway," even when your emotions are telling you to quit, delay, or take the easy route. The greatest accomplishments are created through consistency, and consistency is only possible when willpower is in control. When you wake up and don't feel like working, willpower gets you moving. When fear creeps in, willpower pushes through. When doubt tells you to stop, willpower overrides it with action. You don't need to feel good to do what is necessary. You need to decide, commit, and execute. That's where willpower lies, in the decision to follow through no matter the emotional climate. Emotions come and go, but willpower remains if you train it, trust it, and put it in charge. In the end, success is not granted to those who wait for perfect moments, nor to those who act only when inspired. It is seized by those who discipline themselves to move forward, who take relentless action in the face of discomfort, who refuse to let procrastination steal their time, and who place willpower above fleeting emotion. When you force yourself to get things done, regardless of mood, fear, or fatigue, you shape a mind that commands results, not excuses. And that, above all, is the mindset of the man who will not be denied.